The project, titled Clean Streets, Safe Lives, aims to restore dignity, promote safety, and empower residents through structured participation in community upkeep and public service. The objective is to provide safe, permanent housing in the form of tiny homes within a gated, secure community. Engage residents in meaningful work by assigning roles in maintenance, gardening, sanitation, and peer support. Reduce street encampments and improve public health and safety across these conditions. Foster dignity and autonomy through structured responsibilities and community governance. Connect residents to services, including mental health care, job training, and addiction recovery. Community design 20 to 40 tiny homes, approx 300 square feet each, with basic amenities. Shared facilities. Community kitchen, showers, laundry, garden, and meeting space. Gated entry with 24/7 security and resident-led patrols. Here's a summary of recent developments surrounding new homelessness laws in the U.S. as of 2025. Overview of new homelessness laws in 2025. In 2025, several states and the federal government have enacted controversial new laws and policies aimed at addressing homelessness, many of which have sparked intense debate over civil rights, public safety, and social responsibility. Federal Executive Order, a shift toward institutionalization. President Trump signed a sweeping executive order in July 2025 that marks a significant shift in national homelessness policy. Key provisions include civil commitment expansion, encourages states to broaden laws allowing involuntary psychiatric institutionalization for individuals with mental illness who are homeless or pose a public safety risk. Funding priorities redirects federal funds away from the Housing First model, which prioritizes immediate housing, and toward programs that require treatment before housing assistance is provided. Encampment removal supports aggressive removal of homeless encampments and bans on public camping, loitering, and squatting. Data sharing authorizes collection of medical information from homeless individuals and sharing it with law enforcement. Criticism, including the National Homelessness Law Center, argue that these measures criminalize poverty and undermine decades of progress in deinstitutionalization and community-based care. There are some inspiring models out there that blend dignity, sustainability, and community for people experiencing homelessness. Here are a few standout resources and examples of tiny home communities designed specifically for the homeless, where residents often contribute by maintaining the space and supporting one another. 1. Eating Village, a national model for tiny home communities. Eden Village is a growing network of gated tiny home communities across the U.S. built for the chronically homeless. Each resident lives in a fully furnished tiny home and pays a modest rent, around $300 per month. To qualify, individuals must have a disabling condition and a history of long-term homelessness. Residents are encouraged to be good neighbors, contributing to the upkeep and spirit of the community. The model emphasizes permanent housing, not temporary shelter, and fosters long-term stability. Eden Village is expanding rapidly, with locations in Missouri, North Carolina, and beyond. 2. Tiny House Villages, community-driven solutions. According to Homeless No More, tiny house villages are gaining traction in cities like Portland and Seattle. These communities often include 100 to 400 square feet homes with basic amenities, shared responsibilities like gardening, cleaning, and maintenance, a sense of ownership and privacy that traditional shelters lack, eco-friendly designs, and low-cost construction. These villages are often run by nonprofits or local governments and aim to provide transitional or permanent housing while building a supportive network. 3. Jacksonville's Sulzbacher Tiny Homes. In response to Florida's new anti-camping laws, Jacksonville is building tiny homes next to the Sulzbacher Men's Shelter downtown. These homes offer a safer alternative to street living and are part of a broader push for temporary housing with dignity. Residents may participate in community upkeep and receive access to services like job training and mental health support. Why these models matter. These communities go beyond shelter. They offer belonging, purpose, and a path forward. Residents aren't just housed, they're empowered to contribute, heal, and rebuild their lives in a space that values them.
Thanks for watching. Please be kind and like, share, and subscribe.